hope you enjoyed my music just to charge you up this morning, get you ready for the day. All right, awesome. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. All right, it's really a beautiful day, and in Abuja here, the weather is quite cool. It's rained, so everywhere is so charged up, cool and calm, like you're on vacation kind of mode. And it's actually the weather I love. Very beautiful. Okay, so let's go to the market and see what is setting this morning. So before we check the market, I want us to I just want to say one or two things for those who already started trading. Let me see. It's really important. It's really important to please if you can just mute so that we can have a hit free, or let me just mute everyone. Let me mute everyone then. Mute all. Yep. Thank you. Yeah, so we can talk freely and hear what's going on. Now, taking these trades, going to the market to search and see what's setting up is actually, very, very, very important. But what's actually, very important is, our mindset, our trading psychology. And, when we come to the market, we need to understand that this is the Forex market is a 6.6 trillion US dollar market daily. That's the money that goes through the foreign exchange market on a daily basis, 6.6 trillion USD. So the market is not running away. The Forex market has been here before you were born, before I was born, and it will be here when we live. So long as you have humans on earth, you always have need for exchange. So what I'm trying to say is that there are multiple opportunities in the market, so you don't have to force anything, So how you start your day, how you approach this thing, have a systematic way of approaching this trading. See it as, a business, and approach your day, approach your trading with that mindset. Before you start trading, have a set of maybe affirmations you do. And typically here, when we are writing affirmations, we start our affirmations with gratitude. So I'm so happy and grateful I'm a disciplined trader. I'm so happy and grateful I'm a successful trader. I'm so happy and grateful I can now spot, opportunities in the market. I'm so happy and grateful I take perfect entries. Those things, you affirm those things you actually want to see. I'm so happy and grateful I've now mastered the 5 fundamental truths about trading. Now, what are these 5 truths? It's very important that you know them. First of all, in this market, anything can happen at all. You can have the perfect analysis, you can have the strategy, you can have everything line up, and then it doesn't go in your direction. Anything can happen. You have to expect that. And that's why we practice proper risk management, such that if this thing doesn't go in your direction and maybe you take a lesson, it doesn't break your heart. And the second truth you need to know is that you don't need to know what's going to happen next to make money. In other words, you don't need to know whether China and Japan are going to shake hands or smile and all. You don't need to know whether, look, this will happen, this will happen. You just need to be able to follow the analysis, follow the setups, and then follow your risk management and all. And you don't need to be a prophet or foresee the future of what's going to happen in Forex market for you to make money. Very important. Now, there's also a random distribution between wins and losses for any set of variables that define an edge. What does that mean? It simply means that if you put on maybe a list of 10 trades and all, Now, you cannot say that trade number one is the one that will hit profit, or trade number 7 or number 10, or maybe it's the fourth one that will take the L, so you cannot say, so it can be your winning trade can be maybe your fourth trade. It can be anyone. And your losing trade also can be anyone. So what this means is that at no point in time do you over leverage, because you don't know the one that will go against you. So that's why I always say that if you have, maybe you go to the market with 1% or 2% or 3% of your trading capital, that is what you've earmarked, that I'll be trading 3%. Stick to your 3%. Don't say, okay, because this gold analysis came out and is this person, I'll do 5%. No, what it's saying is that you don't know which one is going to be the winner or the loser. You just follow the technicals, the setup, and then enter. So whatever winning edge you have is simply because you follow a set of rules. And also when you follow those set of rules, and then you take a lesson, that's actually a lesson. You did all that was right, but it didn't go your way. Now, what is not a lesson is when you are reckless, when you're indisciplined, and you over leverage. You're supposed to use a lot size calculator, calculate, and by your trading account, you're supposed to take 0.01 or 0.02 or 0.1, and you're taking one lot size, and you're taking 5 positions, is indiscipline. When you lose, and you now say is a lesson. That's not a lesson. That is actually the market flogging you for being disrespectful to it. The Forex market humbles people, and it does not care who exactly you are, your position in life. It does not care what you studied. When you disrespect it, it will teach you a lesson. Now, an edge, when you have an edge, what our scanners actually do is give us an edge. When you have an edge, that edge is actually nothing more than an indication of a higher possibility of something happening over the other. What was a possibility from our statistics? What's a possibility that when you take 10 trades, you get this percentage? Scanners, gives you between 70 to 83%. That is an edge. The scanners give you an edge. Now, your analysis, right, has not been tested across different conditions and all, but if you have an analysis that is giving you an edge, fine. Stick to that edge, because every time you follow this set of rules or guidance, you're going to get the result. Very important. And then every moment in the market is unique. You cannot say because even if you took maybe a trade, let's say the JIFU USD is at 100, for instance, and you've taken that trade 3 times at 100, and then it goes to 500, gives you the profit, and then you now fail to recognize this truth, number 5, that every moment in the market is unique, and you now go to 100 and now say, it seems I have an edge, let me over leverage. Failing to recognize that every moment in the market is unique, you now go in very high lot size, and then everything you've made is cleared in a single day or in a single trade. So you need to know these truths. You need to walk by these truths and abide by these truths. If you can take a screenshot of this, very important. And then these are things you affirm to yourself. I'm a consistent winner because I objectively identify my edges. When I enter a trade at an entry level and it hits TP and I'm out of the market at the TP I set for myself, I am out. I will not say that I'll enter, I'll not say that I'll enter, I'll not come and enter the trade. I won't say that I'll come and enter the trade at TP1 and expect it to move to TP2 or 3. No, you're doing the wrong thing. Now, I am a consistent winner because I predefine the risk of every trade for you. You should not enter any trade if you're not sure that, if you've not defined the risk. okay, this is for this trade, I'm losing $5 or $10. Am I willing to take that risk? If you're not willing, don't enter the trade, irrespective of what you stand to win. If you're not ready to accept what the risk is, do not enter. Now, I'm a constant winner because I completely accept the risk. I'm willing to let go of the trade. I just explained that. I am a consistent winner because I act on my edges without reservation or hesitation. Some of you, when you do the wrong things so much that now when the opportunity for you to do something right comes, you're afraid because you've been constantly doing the wrong things. Now, the scanners give you an edge, your parameters align. I mean, you act on it without reservation or hesitation. I am a consistent winner because I pay myself as the market makes money available to me. You are not in this business of trading if you don't make withdrawals. Constant withdrawals, pay yourself. When money comes in, you have to define, are you going to be paying yourself daily? I withdraw every single day and all. Okay, maybe you make $100. You can say, okay, I'll take out 80 and I keep 20. I'll take out 50. Define how much you're going to take out, how much you're going to pay yourself, how much you keep. I'm a constant winner because I constantly monitor my susceptibility for making errors. It means when you finish for every trade, whether it's a win or a lesson, you analyze, why did I win? Okay, I entered at the right entry and all. I put it at TP1, TP2 and all. Why did I lose? I do this. So that's what makes you a constant winner. Now, if you find out that you're always in the risk of losing, ask yourself, why am I losing? When you analyze that and hold yourself accountable, you can now make a resolution. Okay, I'll do this better the next time. I am a consistent winner because I completely understand the absolute necessity of these principles of consistent success, and therefore I never violate them. It is very important, that you know these things, instead of just jumping into the market and making errors. So with that, now let us go and see what does the market have for us this morning. Please, can you put in the chat what you want to trade this morning? I told us that when we come to this Trade and Thrive session, we should always come prepared. You know what? I shouldn't be asking, check this, check this. What do you want to trade? No, I shouldn't be asking that. I shouldn't be asking that. So let us see. I want to say in the chat box, what should we look at this morning? Gold. Gold diggers. This is a team of gold diggers. Gold, 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 gold. ZAL USD, ZAL USD. Okay, okay, okay. Is it only gold we want to see? All right, let us see gold. Gold, we are coming to see you. All right, so first of all, let us look at trend wave. Of course, we are using the trend wave strategy plus skill shot on the 5 minutes time frame. Guys, very important. I select 5 minutes here and I want to be sure that 5 minutes is showing here, and I go to where I can find gold, and here is gold. We have found gold. Now trend wave is actually, I'm making a recording of this for those requesting for recording. I'm making a recording of this and I'll upload it so we can all have access, okay? So please stop sending the request. Thank you. So now trend wave is calling a buy on gold. Gold has taken a serious whooping overnight. So it's calling a buy on gold. And all right, so let's see on kill shots. Let's see on kill shots, what is the bias? What is the bias for gold on kill shots? 5 minutes. I want it on the 5 minutes time frame. Okay. Wow. Kill shots on lower and higher time frames. Kill shot is saying sell. The trend is not saying so, it's just telling you that the trend is down. If you've been on manicure sessions, he had done, like a a projection for gold and had mentioned that gold might likely, if he's going to buy gold, he's going to wait until till he gets to, I think, the 3070 level. So I want to see where now. Okay, this is on the daily. This is on the daily. So let me see. Let me see on 4 hourly. I'm just saying it's okay. It is a week low. So he mentioned this 33070 area. So I was just trying to see. Okay. Okay, this is like the 3070 area, that he mentioned that if he's going to buy gold, it's going to be around there. So the next, like major zone for gold is actually around this 3000 area. This on the 4 hours. This on the 4 hours, and then let me also see on 1 hour. On 1 hour, we have, yes, still, still like that area, still like that area. So, gold actually made a very, um, like a very straight, bullish. It was on a very solid bullish run. So it has to retest several levels and clear, liquidity at several levels of this structure. So, unless you're doing, you have a very big portfolio and you're trading a swing trader and you're buying, and doing your dollar cost averaging where you say, okay, I set my levels here, it goes down, you buy because lower level will actually compensate for the higher cost at higher level. So gold is actually going down, and you can see that on kill shots, this star had popped up here. The red star popped up, and gold started selling, had gone down as far down as 120, 120, and moved back up a bit to 155, 160 levels, and it's suddenly going back. So trend wave calling gold for a buy. It is just not ready yet. It is just not ready for a buy. So fellow gold diggers, no, because here now there is a change here. The volume bars for the sell, I mean, it's actually already indicating, that these red bars are going to be popping up, for a sell, because the buy the buy energy has exhausted. You can see this on the volume chart. So for a trade right now, there is nothing on gold. So what other pairs are we looking at? What other pairs are we looking at? What else are we looking at? Outside gold. Outside gold. Okay, let's see BTC. Let's see BTC. BTC USD. Okay. Wow. What was I with when we saw this BTC trade? It was consolidating as of yesterday around this area. So BTC this trade idea, let me see what time it came. Let me see what time it came, because it looks like the trade idea has already exhausted the move. So it called a short here, and this was when? This was around 1:25 a.m. That was early hours of this morning. Trend wave had called a short, and all the profits exit points have exhausted. So no new trade idea has popped up. Yes. So sometimes you come and you see that you're asking yourself, this market has finished now. No it has not changed. This thing, someone had asked, it has not changed. I'm still seeing the old trade ideas. When nothing, you don't force the markets, and these scanners are actually, intelligent as well. So, if nothing, if the trend has not changed or there is no new trade idea, the old one might not change, just about yet. I was explaining this to someone yesterday, and in a very before, for that particular instrument, the trend wave popped up in new ideas. So this is sell, and like I said, it's already exhausted that move. And when we look at what do you call it, BTC on kill shots, BTC on kill shots, I think we had stumbled on it earlier on. It's also on a downtrend, but there is no trade idea from trend wave. There's no trade idea from trend wave. Uh, so we are not entering this. So let me check US oil for people that like oil money. So let me check if there is a trade idea on trend wave for oil, crude oil, or US oil. So it's a sell. It's a sell, and it has equally exhausted that move. It has exhausted one. Sheesh. My goodness, 206 pips. Mind blowing. Gosh. So it's exhausted that sell move, and trying to retrace, like the kill shot has just given, like the green star, and also it's just trying, it's been selling, so it's trying to buy, but apparently the volume of sellers in the market is actually stronger. So, but you can keep monitoring this. So let me also check Ethereum. Guys, please, can we give suggestions? What do you want to trade? This session, I'm reminding us, is actually not for me, because I woke up in the early hours I can wake anytime and take my sessions. So let me see Ethereum on the 5 minutes. Okay, Ethereum on the 5 minutes. Let's see. For those who trade Ethereum, it's for a sell. And let me see the trend, the kill short bias for Ethereum. It might likely just follow BTC. Yeah, it's for a sell, but there's a bit of pullback. There's a bit of pullback. So if it's already on trend wave, it already hits, is in between exits 2 and 3. And me, as per my rules, once I see a trade like this, I don't even look at it and want to even check kill shot for confirmation. If I'm interested, I can just wait and see if it's going to retrace to entry. And because now it's at the buy on the RSI, is actually indicating it's buying back up. So if it comes back, you can watch Ethereum. If it comes back to that entry and the parameters are still valid, that's why you have your scanners. If the parameters are still valid, then you can enter for a sell, but always confirm with kill shots. What else can we? Let's look at US 30. Let's look at US 30. Do we have anything for US 30? Oh gosh, it has exhausted the move. And US 30 is actually like bearish. Let me see here. Like bearish. So guys, the reason why we teach how to use it's selling, and you can see that it's actually sold. It's almost at exit 5. The reason why we teach how to use these scanners is so that you can navigate the market for yourself. So let me see. We had this trade idea was called at about what time this morning? What time this morning? It was called at around 5:15. 5:15. So if you trade any of these pairs and all, and you wake up, you're done with your morning devotion and your morning prayers, you can just check, you know what to look for in the market. That's why we teach you how to use the scanners. So you don't always have to wait for maybe these sessions ahead. So, but let's see, the market has made a lot of movement. So let's see what will happen within these sessions. So we can wait for maybe the New York Open to see what US 30 will have. So the same thing practically for this thing, what do you call it? SPX 500. So it's actually the same thing. It's been selling. It's been selling. Yeah, it's sold. So it's the same here. Because I checked it earlier. It's in selling. So now it wants to correct itself a bit. So it's been selling even since this one. I checked it earlier on. The green star is out. Okay, so let's see. Let's look at currency pairs because everyone is running away from currency pairs. Let's see what we'll find. Which currency pairs do you trade? Please, you can just put it in the chat. Let's see. So if it's not gold, if it's not gold, you won't trade. So let me see GBP USD. GBP USD is for a buy, and yeah, on the RSI, it's in a good zone. Here there's no it still has a bit of sell momentum because it sold earlier. Okay, it's actually for, did this thing just switch up on me now? Guys, did you see that? Did anyone see that? GBP USD was actually in for a buy. It just switched up now for a sell. So let's see GU on kill shots. Let's see GU on kill shots. If everything aligns, that's one of the pairs I trade. I'm going in. Oh, okay. We'll have to wait. We have 4/6. The POC is all red below, and then the trend, we still have M5 and M15. So we can take GBP as a potential trade idea. So please, you can write it down, GU, potential trade idea, so that after this call, because we are done with this call in 5 minutes. So GU, you can take a screenshot and then follow up with your confirmations. Take a screenshot of this because this thing switches. So let me do a screenshot for myself. Yeah, so that's GU. We are waiting for M5, M15, confirmations on those time frames. Then let me quickly check if there's something on GBP JPY. Always check on trend wave first to confirm there's a trade idea, and then you now go to kill shots. So GJ, oh, it has actually exhausted this move. It has exhausted this move. This probably happened during the Asian session. Let me see. I'm putting the vertical line at the point when it called the shots, and then to see what time it was. Okay, this was still from yesterday. This is still from yesterday. It has exhausted that move and nothing new has come up. Nothing new has come up for GJ. Let me see Euro USD because we are in the London session right now. So what do we have? Euro USD. It won't be really different from GBP USD, but let's check trend wave. So the same thing, we are waiting for M5, M15. So your USD are potential GU and EU, they are potential trade ideas. They are potential trade ideas. Let me check what's happening to the dollar index because it seems to be very bullish. Oh, okay. Okay, the dollar index is okay, it's strong. It's actually going up. Okay, so if the dollar index keeps rising today, then we might see a lot of sells in the market. If this continues to rise and possibly is coming back to this area, or it can come down to this supply demand zone here. So it's also affecting anything paired with USD. And you can see that the EU is also changing trend. We were seeing all red down, but it's switching. So that's why you always have to wait for these confirmations. There's a reason why you have this confirmation. So let's see. I don't trade pairs like there's some pairs that I don't trade. So let me say GBP GBP let me check. I don't know if people trade that, but I don't trade it. I don't trade it. Oof. Okay. That's the strategy I use to keep this stretch. Okay, GBP is for a buy. It's actually at a very good zone. It's actually at TP. It's already hit TP1. So, but then on the RSI, it's at the red zone. So it might do a bit of retracement. So you can take GBP NZD, but wait for it. Wait for the RSI because we are getting off this call in 2 minutes. So wait for this RSI, these two lines to come down. Let it come down to the green zone and then you can take your entry. Let it come down and you can take your entry. I don't trade GBP NZD, so but I might just take a very low risk on this. So guys, we have a potential trade, but I said, let us wait for it to retrace back to entry. This is where it is. If it retraces back to entry and you confirm on kill short, the parameters still align, then please, you can go in for the trade. But for me, at this point where it is at exit 1, I'm not going to take an entry at this point. I'm a very disciplined trader and I am selective, of what I take in the market. The market will not give me rotten tomatoes and I'll take it. No, I like fresh, hard, firm tomatoes. So it's just like I told someone yesterday in a training session, I told the person that, look, this Forex market is not different from your regular market. None of us will go to a market and then we'll see fish that is already flat, is soft, is not firm, is also already smelling, and we'll take it. But some of you take smelly entries. You take smelly entries. You see, you come to GBPNZ and you see that this is actually a very good trade, but you can see that even on kill shots, is actually doing a bit of reversal. The red stars popped up, so it's going back. It's going back, so you should just be patient and wait. But some of the market shows you smelly entries, and then you just rush rotten food, taking an entry at exit 1, and then it's rotten because at exit 1, come and see, check if you're taking this trade here. Check your stop loss. Check your stop loss. It's if this trade goes, oh, I took a short. I need the long tool. I need a long position. If this trade goes against you, you stand to lose, so much. Let's say, let's even put it here. Let's put it here, and then where is the invalidation? C. Look at the number of, look at, this is not even entry. You're taking the trade here. You're taking the trade here. Look at how much you stand to lose. Look at the stop loss in pips, 54, 55 pips. That's what you stand to lose. But imagine if you're taking at entry, it's 36 pips. It's 36 pips, you lose less. So please, let's stop. Remember this thing that Coach Marjorie Beat said, we should stop eating rotten foods from the markets. Stop taking rotten trades. Stop taking trades that, are almost are already, at exits. They've already hit TP. Stop taking those trades. Stop taking trades when all the parameters have not aligned. Don't take rotten trades from the market. Be a profitable trader and select your trade. So we have another 9 a.m. session, so we can all join that session and trade with a larger team.